April is National Volunteer Appreciation Month. It's a time for all of us to thank those who share their time to help others. Our valley is strong on helpers, and when the over 600 volunteers at Eisenhower Medical Center were told they could no longer volunteer at the hospital due to the pandemic, they quickly rallied with a way to still be of service. Thanks to a massive group effort, they're now contributing in a very special way, and it's become their silver lining.
Tell me how you came up with the idea of repurposing your smock material into masks.
Well, the hospital, like many of the hospitals around the country, knew a few weeks ago that there would come a time when there would be a shortage of masks. And so I knew we had 4 bolts of the iconic material available in storage. And I thought, it's perfect. It's 100% cotton. It's exactly what we would need. And we wanted to have masks that really would be sufficient and would meet the needs of the medical staff. So we reached out to the Coachella Valley Mask Project, who had been making these masks and gowns a few weeks prior, and they very generously shared their mask pattern with us. So we reached out to our 600 volunteers, and within hours, we had 150 volunteers who said, you know, I would be happy to sew, or I can't sew, but I would be happy to be a pattern cutter, or I can't do either of those things, but I would happily drive and pick up and drop off material. And then we had, you know, people in the community, people who weren't volunteers or connected to any of our volunteers, who heard about this and said, you know, at some point in my life, Eisenhower was exceptional to someone in my family or myself, and I want to help.
So to date, how many masks do you think you've created from this beautiful outpouring of volunteers?
So far we've made, and I have one here, we've made about 3,500 masks, and we have about 8,000 in production around the valley.
What a great story, and what a great silver lining. Volunteers doing what they do best, which is being of service, making sure they found a way. For NBC Cares Silver Linings, I'm Sandy Newton.